Hey everyone, happy Tuesday morning. Coming at you live with my little dog, Patrick Henry. Now listen, Patrick Henry is a smart dog because he's been watching me pack my bag because I'm gonna go on a trip in about a couple hours. I leave for the airport. And this dog, I'm sure your dog does too, he knows when I'm getting ready to leave, so he's been extra clingy. So he's coming at you live with me today. Hi, Dwana. So what I want to talk to you guys today, about today is a real simple topic, and it's going to be short and sweet, but it's just about listening. You've heard it said that actions speak louder than words. Well, I want to sort of challenge you and me to think about listening can be even louder than actions. So actions speak louder than words, but sometimes listening speaks even louder. As I was getting ready for this video, I looked at that word, and if you look in the word listen, look at all the letters, guess what word you see jumbled up in there? You see the word silent. So look at the word listen and you'll see the letters to the word silent. So I thought it was perfect. When was the last time that you really leaned in and listened close to someone who was talking to you? When's the last time that you chose, because it is a choice, and listen, when I say you, I'm speaking to me. When was the last time you chose not to cut in on a conversation? When's the last time you listened with your full face? I used to say that to my kids all the time. When they were little, you know, they'd be looking all around and I'd be trying to talk to them, and I'd take their little face and I'd say, look at me with your full face. And their eyes would go like that. I'd say, no, look at me with your full face, because I wanted their attention instead of having it everywhere else. So let me tell you why this is coming up now. I'm actually being certified as a health and life coach. I'll finish my certification maybe about 6 months from now. I'm super excited about that. Absolutely love my job now, but there's always been this little thing in the back of my head that knows that I love edifying and cheering people on. And when I had the opportunity to take some courses to be certified, I was like, that's it. I'm doing it anyway with this large team and just friends, but now I really want to hone in on health and life. So one of the things that we're talking about in this course that I'm taking is about listening. Then you pair that with the fact that I've got these kids off at college and one in high school, and something switches. You know, when we have little kids, we're often fixing things for them, right? We're often fixing things, but there comes a point where they've got to fix things themselves. And it's our job, and again, I'm speaking to myself, to just listen to them. And I am trying very hard because I want to fix everything. And I used to get upset. I think women in general want their husbands to stop being the Mr. Fix-It and listen to them. That's the same thing that I have to do with my kids and in my coaching. So I've been really sensitive about that for a long time. And I've been taking this mental poll, if you will, or this mental quiz. And I've been looking and paying attention to myself on how many times I either interject with an opinion, or, and let me know, give me a thumbs up if you do this, or I wait for a window, a gap in the conversation so I can get my words in. Do you ever do that? Do you ever just, you know, you're sort of waiting and you're gonna listen, you're gonna let them speak because you don't want to interrupt, but you're waiting for that little gap, that little pause, that little opening. I've done that, and I continue to do that unless I'm careful. So the fact of the matter is, we as humans, we all want to be heard, right? We want to know that we have a voice. We want other people to know that we're intelligent. You know, I got something to say and it's going to make sense. We want to voice our opinions. Sometimes we want to just be considered strong, because if you speak up, that's an indication that you're strong. But in that, and there's nothing wrong with that by itself, but within that, we've sort of forgotten, there goes my dog, we've sort of forgotten how to lean in and really understand what that other person is saying. So here's the other thing I am learning in my course, but I used to teach my kids this when I just homeschooled them or whatever, just in life in general. But there's two very different things. There's hearing and there's listening. And here's an example of hearing. I don't know if you can hear, but behind me there's somebody cutting the grass. I think it's across the street, and I can hear the mower. And by the way, I love that sound in springtime. Oh, in summer, I love that. Thank goodness I'm hearing that. I can often, during the day, I can hear my little dog's toenails on our wood floor. You know, they're always following me, or their little collars. I can hear them jingling. I can hear our heater in the house turn on and off. Unfortunately, it's been cold here, so I hear that a lot. I can hear our ice maker go on and off. I can hear if I don't close our refrigerator tightly, it's a little beep reminding me that something's open. So I can hear all those things, and those things are great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm not really listening. I'm just sort of hearing them, you know, it's just a daily thing. Except the beep, then I go and close my refrigerator. But there's a hearing, and then there's listening. And that's the part that I want to talk about. We really need, myself included, need to get past the point where we want to interject so much to become validated. And we just really need to listen. There's really nothing more attractive in a friendship, in a relationship, than listening and not trying to fix, but listen. I'm actually going to go on a trip. I said earlier that my bags are packed. I'm going on a girls only trip. Love my girlfriends. And there's going to be a lot of talking because that's what we do. We're women, and you get a group together and we talk. But I'm going to be really cognizant, and I hope my friends aren't watching right now because they're going to hold me to it. But no, I do hope they're watching right now. But I'm going to try to be very cognizant of listening. Listening more than speaking. I'm going to let that show. The Bible even says we are to be quick to listen and slow to speak. And that is so attractive. Not trying to be butterflies, rainbows, unicorns, but the world is such a fast-paced place, and we're so polarized on so many levels. You know, I believe this, I think this, you know, and there's so many times we're not listening to somebody else's opinion. This is not the answer to everything, but listening could be an answer to some things. So I'll leave you with this. The quieter that we become, the more we can hear. The quieter we become, the more we can hear. So that's my little lesson for today, my little video. So if you got any value, certainly share this with people. I actually am learning this in my course, so I'm paying it forward and passing it on to other people so they can learn as well. If you got some value out of it, share it. You can visit my website, lynnschrader.com. And last thing, this is almost the most important. If you are a woman out there that just is struggling, maybe this is a new thing you're struggling with, but it's this confidence issue. It's the not believing in yourself. It's the really caring about everybody's opinions and trying to please everybody, maybe but yourself. Maybe you don't know what your purpose is, or you don't believe that you're worthy. You don't have any confidence or courage, then I've got a Facebook group. It is a no strings attached group. There's nothing in there but edifying videos and comments that we all make to each other that you are invited to join. So if you'd like to join that group, we'd love to have you in it, and I'll go ahead and I'll put the link to that group in the comment section below. The more the merrier. So guys, have a great Tuesday, and I will hop on here one day soon. Bye.